Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Happy For Now. It's me Isabel here with a TBR video because we've got two readathons coming up. So starting on the 28th of March at midnight in my time zone, which is Eastern, and on the 29th of March is the magical weekend readathon for the Bookie trials is the weekend readathon. So yeah, I'm going to be participating in that. I have a very small TBR for it. I may or may not vlog it. If I don't vlog it, I will wrap it up in my monthly wrap up for March. There are a total of 8 badges you can get for this readathon, one of which is the Oathmaker, where you share your TBR. So here I am sharing my TBR. There's a tournament, so I will be joining one of the tournaments. Reading sprint for 2 hours is another one of the badges, so I will be doing that. And then there's also one to finish a book. Obviously planning to do that. So I actually picked out 2 books for this weekend, and I kind of went a little bit outside what I've been reading lately because definitely feeling just a little weird. I think we all are. There's a lot going on in the world. So first we have Uncommon Paper, which is to read an underrated book. I have 2 different books picked. I'm either going to read Ship It by Britta London, which is about a fangirl obsessed with the show, and she writes fanfic, I believe, and then gets recruited to come help write on the show. Or I'm gonna read Playing House by Ruby Lang, which is an arc I've had for a little while that I really need to get to. It is a romance between 2 city planners. It sounds adorable, and I'm really excited to read it. Both of these are pretty quick reads for me, most likely. So next we have Bookbinding, which is a book within a book. So I'm going to read The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. I actually saw her at Bookmarks last year, and she was delightful and really amusing. This is more women's fiction than a romance, and she works at a bookstore, so I'm hoping that they mention a lot of books. A lot of the book within a book books that I found are very long, and I don't trust myself to finish them in a weekend. So we're gonna go with this. Fingers crossed it works out and they mention a book, because that does count for this challenge. And then the last badge for SCRIBD, did I even tell you my group? I'm in the SCRIBD. Is Sensational Scripture, and for that I'm also going to count The Bookish Life of Nina Hill, because the cover has like a scripty font on it. So that is my TBR for the Magical Weekend Readathon. Like I said, I may or may not do a little mini like chill vlog. We'll see. If you have a preference, let me know. Obviously I don't know. Yeah, so that's that. So then in April we start the O.W.L.s, the O.W.L.s, for the Magical Readathon, and I'm so excited. I have done this for 3 years in a row now, and it is one of my favorite readathons. This year I picked my profession to be a librarian, and merpeople linguistics is my side pursuit. So I'm very excited for this. So here is my TBR for that one. Oh, also this one runs from April 1 to the 30th, so that's really nice. Like, you have a whole freaking month to get through these books, so I should do that no problem. So first I have to complete my Ancient Ruins, which is to read a book with a heart on the cover or in the title. I'm going to read Cold Hearted Rake by Lisa Kleypas. I don't know anything about this besides that it's one of her series I haven't read. I basically was Googling for a book, and my bestie loves this series, the Ravenels or the Hathaways, I cannot remember. Anyways, I've been wanting to get to it. I know it's a continuation of the Wallflowers books. It's like a side story, and some of their kids are in these books, so I'm really excited to try. Obviously I'm expecting a rake who's kind of a dick, and I can't wait. For Arithmancy, it is to read a book outside your favorite genre. So I'm going to read a sequel to a book I loved last year, which was We Set the Dark on Fire, which is a Latinx fantasy that is all about 2 girls starting a revolution. I'll just leave that as a summary. I don't want to give you a lot on book 2, obviously, because it's a sequel. I'm going to read We Unleash the Merciless Storm by Taylor K. Miha, and I'm so excited. I honestly thought this book came out this summer, but I was totally wrong. So wrong. And it's already out, so I've already actually downloaded it on Hoopla, and I'm ready to go as soon as April 1st hits. Defense Against the Dark Arts is to read something set on the sea or the coast. I think I'm gonna read The Queen of Daphne Street by Thea DeSalle, which is a romance, erotic romance, probably more, set around New Orleans. and she has a boat in the first book, so I'm hoping more coastal stuff. Then for my Mer people linguistics, I have to read a book in herbology. So that requires reading a book that starts with an M, and I'm going to read Marrying Winterborn by Lisa Kleypas, which is book 2 in that series from The Cold-Hearted Rake. I know nothing. Could I Google these and like share summaries with you? Sure, but I often don't want to spoil myself too much. So then History of Magic, I have to read a book with witches or wizards. I'm going to read Alona Andrews. I'm either going to read her Innkeeper series or I'm going to start her Sapphire Flames, her Hidden Legacy series. I've been wanting to start this. I keep putting it off because like I also want to reread all of Kate Daniels and a bunch of other books. So we're gonna do this time. It's gonna happen. So yeah, that's my plan for that. This to me has been described as a 3-story arc around a certain couple, and it's basically like Hogwarts for adults. I'm in. It feels accurate, like appropriate for this readathon. And then last but not least is Transfiguration, which is to read a book with shifters in it. I'm going to read Fire in His Embrace by Ruby Dixon, which is book 3 in her Fire Blood Dragon series, which is where I left off on that series, and I thought, let's dive in. Got nothing else to do right now. I may go back and read book 1 again, but I doubt it. Yeah, I'm excited for this readathon. Like, I'm really excited, and I'm trying not to like do them all and actually just like stick to a profession for this so that I can complete it and not feel too stressed out about it. On that note, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you posted TBR for either of these readathons so I can be sure to go check it out and see what you're reading. Maybe change up my TBR. Who knows? Who follows rules? But be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe so you know when my next video comes out. I will see you soon. Bye.
Time has been so hard on us, my friend. Sun